Recently, YouTube strength coach Elliot Hulse posted the following on his Facebook page. There's a documentary destroying America. You might have heard of it. It's called The Game Changers. Eating fruits and veg is destroying America? The f*** is this guy on? I say it's destroying America because it's convincing Americans to become vicious vegans. Vicious vegans? If plucking an apple from a tree is vicious, what the f*** do you call it when people stab cows in the neck or force pigs into gas chambers? Veganism turns men into women. I'm sorry, I haven't got time for this. I've got to go and do my hair and put my makeup on. It makes people skinny fat. Yep, we look awful. They're missing essential nutrients. Okay, Elliot, put your money where your mouth is. Name the essential nutrients that can only be sourced from dead bodies. You can't, because there are none. Most vegan food is stuffed with estrogen. Phytoestrogens, estrogenic compounds in plant products, are 1/10,000th the strength of mammalian estrogen. The net result being that they dock with receptors blocking actual estrogen and meaning that total estrogenic effects in the body go down. That's why the countries that eat the most soy have the lowest levels of estrogen-positive cancers. Men with the most lignans in their prostate fluids, lignans are a type of phytoestrogen, have the lowest amounts of prostate cancer. Those are good things. If you want to ramp up your estrogen, consume animals and their secretions, particularly milk. Meat substitutes cause cancer. I don't actually believe that we have any data on meat substitutes in cancer, but even if we did, the film is talking about whole plant foods, so it'd be irrelevant anyway. I'll tell you what definitely does cause cancer: eating dead animals, and even just breathing in the fumes formed when you're cooking them. Also, when you smoke your cigars, Elliot. Vegans' brains don't get all the fuel they need to run at full power. The brain is fueled by glycogen, carbohydrate. It may just have escaped your notice, but most vegan foods are chock full of carbohydrates. There are no carbs in dead flesh. And if you're so worried about your brain function, you might want to stop eating foods rich in sat, fat, trans fats and cholesterol that form atherosclerosis and amyloid plaques in the brain. It's harder to build muscle mass and strength. Speaking as someone who's eaten both ways extensively, no, it's not. If you're eating healthfully, then I'll concede you do need to eat a little more volume, but the benefits to energy and exercise recovery more than make up for that. I could go on as to why being a vicious vegan is suboptimal. Vicious vegan again, how deceptive do you want to be? It's just like the laughing cow cheese spread. I mean, how much would you be laughing if you were repeatedly raped, had your children abducted, were exploited for your body, suffering terrible pain from mastitis, and then killed a fraction of the way into your life for meat?
The laughing cow!
And makes a man soft and weak. Yeah, I always get sand kicked in my face when I'm down at the beach. But the worst part about this documentary is that it's pure trickery. It uses flawed arguments to get its point across. It spouts lies of omission. It convolutes the information it uses to make arguments. No, it doesn't. It cites studies to back up its claims. Something you would not be able to do. One of the first points they try to make is that UFC fighter Nate Diaz beat Conor McGregor because Nate Diaz is vegan. No, watch it again. They never said that. He doesn't even eat purely plant-based most of the time, except in the weeks leading up to a fight. You know, when he needs to perform at his best. Another example, the documentary shows an expert talking about how our molars are identical to those of herbivorous animals, but fails to bring up our incisors, which are similar to those of meat-eating animals. Firstly, there's no need to put the word expert in quotation marks. They chose to interview only people at the very top of their field. And secondly, should have gone to Specsavers. A third example, the documentary showcases jacked and ripped vegans, strong vegans and athletic vegans, but fails to show the army of high-performing, meat-eating men and athletes. Oh my good God, that's like watching a documentary about men's bodybuilding and then saying that the film is full of because it didn't feature any women. The film is about vegan athletes, genius. Perhaps some more carbohydrate from whole plant foods. this is getting tedious. The smoke and mirrors in this documentary is killing America. No, eating animal products, refined sugar and oils, and smoking is killing America. And not eating enough whole plant foods. Parents are converting to vicious veganism and forcing it on their children, which results in brittle, weak, mentally undeveloped children. Show me the study, you're just making shit up. A strength coach who thinks he's more clued up on nutrition than the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, largest nutrition body in the world, British Dietetics Association and the World Health Organization put together. I think I'll believe their stance that a properly planned vegan diet is suitable for people at all stages of life over your opinion. And P.S. the number one killer of humans is heart disease, which doesn't just start in childhood, it starts in the womb. The higher the mother's serum LDL, the more likelihood of fatty lesions in the unborn baby's aorta. By age 10, most omnivorous eating children have developed atherosclerosis, which drives heart disease. So the question is, what can we do about all this? Keep eating meat, keep being men, and keep embodying strength. Keep destroying the planet, keep acting from a place of insecurity, and keep bullying defenseless little animals, more like. So, if you want to become a symbol of optimal health, strength, athleticism, and confidence I spoke of above, I recommend looking into lean hybrid muscle. Because inside lean hybrid muscle, you'll be forced to lift heavy, move athletically, and fuel yourself properly to make a powerful transformation. A powerful transformation that only a meat-eating man could make. Veganism just won't cut it. Wait a minute. I thought you said that the movie featured, and I quote,
Jacked and ripped vegans, strong vegans, and athletic vegans.
Sounds like you're contradicting yourself, and you're full of Lean hybrid muscle is still available at deep discount. What even is this lean hybrid muscle? Let's have a look. Okay, now I get it. You're just trying to stir up controversy to sell overpriced books. How to build a body that women want to get respect in the gym. More preying on people's insecurities. You'll be training like ancient gladiators who push beyond their genetic limits to build muscle that's aesthetic and useful for survival. Ancient gladiators pushed beyond their genetic limits to build muscle. Do you mean the barley men that ate grains and legumes and were featured right at the start of the Game Changers movie? Now who's being disingenuous? See you in the next video, guys.